Hi guys, welcome to another Good Chat, and we've got a very special guest with us today. This man next to me is probably one of the most well-known local politicians in the southwest. Been at the job for nearly 25 years. I speak of Moyne Shire councillor Jim Doukas. Welcome, Jim.
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, going well, mate, going well. So today though, obviously you've been in the political game. We'll go through a little bit of that, but today I thought, known you for a long time, we want to hear though about a bit behind Jim Doukas and where you're from and what you're all about. So what's your origin story, mate?
Born and bred Malus Flat from Greek Macedonian parents who came out here in, I think it was about 39, my father and grandfather came, and followed after the war by my mother and grandmother.
And how was the reception back then? They were new Australians. I know my grandfather was Yugoslav, and so it wasn't just a clear cut come out and settle, was it?
But it was great. They landed in Melbourne, like grandfather and father landed in Melbourne, travelled a bit around up the Murray and Adelaide. And when they came to Malus Flat, it was just like home, so that's where they settled.
And what did they do in Stockfeed? Was it farming?
It was farming, yes, and it was good because we had very good neighbours, you know. And as time went on and as I grew up, I got to meet more and more people. And if I look back now on some of the people that have unfortunately passed away, but gee, we had some good neighbours and a really good community. Yeah,
and small town, such a small town as well, to be of a different ethnicity, obviously, to most of them, well accepted and everything like that.
Very well, yeah. You couldn't speak more highly of our neighbours. I mean, Malus Flat, in them days they used to have balls and dances, and you know, the parents went to them. We had Winslow, Grasmere, Purnham. They all intermingled, you know, socially, and the reception we got was terrific.
What was it like school-wise, Jimmy? Did you sort of have to leave early, which is a lot of the story, to help on farm, or
No, Malus Flat, then into Warrnambool to secondary schools, and you just went on from there.
Yeah. And your main career before you stepped into politics?
My main career would be farming. I spent more time farming than anything else.
Yep. Mainly beef?
No, dairy. We dairied for a long time. Yeah, we were long-time dairy farmers.
Yeah, right.
From way back in the, I suppose, the 40s, 50s. And my father worked at Nestles for over 30 years.
Right. So with the dairy farming, were you old enough to be milking into the bucket or hand milking?
No, we had machines when I was big enough.
Yeah.
The old machines, and a lot of people remember the old style with the little pulsators at the top. Just everything was pretty simple.
Yeah. And what about socially? Obviously, it was a bit of a simpler time. At Malus Flat, you would have seemed a long way out of Warrnambool back in them days, I suppose.
It was, yeah. It was, you know, Malus Flat to Warrnambool was a big trip, but when you talk to some of the people that lived at places like Hawkesdale, you know, when they bought groceries, they bought heaps. But then at early stages too, we had grocers and bakers, and they used to go around delivering. So if you could look back and say, gee, that'd be a great service now, but it's impossible to do. But, you know, things were good. I mean, they were tough at times, but they were good times.
Yeah, and I suppose towns like Malus Flat were a little more self-reliant than they are now. I mean, I remember the milk bar there. I'm sure there was a lot of other businesses as well where, because you were that much further out, you had to be self-contained to some extent, whereas now you just come into Warrnambool.
I know, it's so easy just to do Warrnambool. And Koroit, it's the same distance, you go to Koroit. But the milk bar Malus Flat was terrific. I mean, it had everything you need. You could pick up an empty bottle on the side of the road and get an ice cream with it.
Yeah.
now you need about, you know, a ute full of bottles.
Yeah.
And I could remember walking up to Shady's bush shooting rabbits. You know, you walk up Caramit Road with your rifle.
Yeah.
And Mulman's had the shop then, and John Mulman, I could swap a pair of rabbits for a packet of bullets.
Yeah.
You got no hope now. You got to sign 1 million forms.
Yeah. Do you think that growing up the way you did, and you're very proudly small town and proudly old school, you know, do you think maybe people don't understand that? A lot of people could be critical of people who are that old school thought, but do you think maybe listening to that, there's a reason why you are like that, I suppose, and people who are old school are like that, because It was a different time, wasn't it?
It was a different time, and everybody helped everybody out. My relatives in Melbourne would come up, Easter, Christmas and that, but they knew what was farm life was about, and a lot of the Australians had relatives either in Warrnambool or in the city, and they all knew what country and city was like. But now the city people really don't give a, you know what?
Yeah. And the frustration you might have now with something like council, all the red tape and the regulations.
It gets worse every time. Back in the old days, I can remember Bill Pitts was the engineer, Alan Bowes was the secretary, and things just got done. The councillors never got paid. They just went to the meeting. They might have got, a few sandwiches.
Yeah.
And that was it. But everything got done properly. But now, it's such a long, drawn-out process.
Yeah.
It's a wonder anything gets done sometimes.
But credit to you. You've kept up. You haven't just thrown in the towel, which you can't anymore, can you? You have to pick up new technology. You have to go with the way. So I suppose, has that been a goal of yours to make sure that someone of your generation, that old school generation, is still keeping up enough with it so you're their representative for people who can't ask them questions?
Well, like you said, you've got to keep up, but you can't lose values. And a lot of times, councillors come and go. But you can't just have one ideology and say, I'm going to do this. You can't make promises as a councillor, because you've got other councillors you've got to contend with.
Yep.
Some support you, some don't, etc. You just got to be level-headed and treat everybody the same.
And why do you keep doing it? What drives you to keep doing something like this?
Well, I suppose I've been doing it so long, I don't know what to do. What else would I do?
Yeah.
But it's very rewarding, very rewarding.
Yeah. In what way? What do you find rewarding about it?
Just driving around the community, talking to people, and even those with grievances, you can help them.
Yep.
And that's a good feeling.
Yep. And just a little bit of light note, I suppose. Trump's, you're a big
I'm a Trump supporter,
man.
yes.
And I suppose when people say that nowadays, people can sort of, look funny at you. But what appeals to him and his leadership, someone like you?
His motto was "Make America Great Again." Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we should be doing in Australia. I think we've lost our way after what's just happened.
Yeah.
We've got to go back to basics and put ourselves first. Australia comes first, and the people in it. Don't worry about, immigrating people of various, ethnic minorities. Let's put our own house in order first, and then worry about other people coming in.
Yeah. So it's not like you don't want immigration, you just want to make sure that it's staged.
I think up to date is probably overdone.
Yep.
Back in the early days when they're Greeks, Italians, Yugoslavs, gold rush days, we had Chinese.
Yeah.
They all assimilated, but now they've got this multiculturalism, which means I can do what I want to do because I'm from somewhere else, and to hell with what the government thinks. Well, that doesn't work. You've got to assimilate,
Yeah.
Going to the footy back when I was 12, all Collingwood supporters. It was different. It was Collingwood supporters and whoever they're playing. You'd stand on the cans because you're a kid to get a look at the game.
Yeah.
That's all gone out the window now. Everything's regimented and strict and expensive.
At Powercor, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercor.com.au. Powercor, essential as.
A smart blend is a way to feed animals without the farmers having to use mixer wagons, use extra labour. It gets its ingredients that suits the type of animals that we're making it for.
We've been using the Ridley Smart Blends for 8 years. We use front end loader, tractor forks and bucket to feed both bales and in bulk. For the simple reason is it's one package, it's all in there, just make it so easy.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
What if farming, Jimmy? How's that changed over the years from being a farmer to now, you know, probably semi-retired? And what's been the biggest difference? And is it harder or easier now to be a farmer?
Oh, it's a lot harder. For starters, it's really hard to get into farming, but there's a lot more paperwork and a lot more red tape, all sorts of tape are involved. The government sticks its nose in where it shouldn't. They should just because farmers have been farming for years, they know what's right and wrong. They're not going to do the wrong thing, but the government, and they're always looking for a few dollars out of the farmers somehow, you know, with a licence fee or a registration or something else. And whereas they should be promoting farmers as much as they could, because without the homegrown food, we don't have anything. You just got to look at the food that we import. It's never as good as our own stuff.
And what are we going to do about that? Because there is a drop-off in the amount of young people picking up farming. What's going to happen? How does that get solved, that issue?
Well, they have to find a way to help young people to get into farms. Like housing in the old days, the commission areas, people flocked to them. They had 25-year loans at a set interest rate. Well, you need to do something for farmers similar to that. I mean, Warrnambool was built on the commission people. They're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, because all relatives and friends and that. Well, give the farmers a chance to borrow enough money at a fixed interest rate, you know, like a farmer's bank or something like that, and say, right, you got 30 years to get ahead.
Are you really concerned about it? Like, is it?
Well, the corporates are moving in.
Yep.
That's the trouble. And the corporates don't give a damn about anybody. It's all profit and loss for them.
Yep.
And as you've seen, a lot of farms have got bigger, and communities with blue gums, communities have just totally disappeared.
Yep. What's ahead for Jim Doukas?
I think I want to see a bit more progress to get a few more people in the country.
Yep.
Warrnambool's booming, so they tell us, but I reckon if we get a few more people around the smaller towns, it'll be a great benefit to the Shire, because it'll help with rates.
Yep.
You know, people talk about rate capping. I'm a great supporter of rate capping, because if we didn't have it, people would have to leave their homes because the rates would just go through the roof.
Yep.
So if we can get more houses in around Koroit, Marla's Flat's not going too bad, and a few of those other little places.
Yep.
Build a community, have a few more children, keep the school open, everything should be all right.
Well, Jimmy, look, thanks for coming in, mate. Really appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. It's great.
No worries.
I hope people who see it enjoy what I've had to say.
Good on you. Thanks, Jimmy.
Cheers.